Roll for Romance is a podcast featuring 4 friends thirsty for D20. Hello and welcome to Roll for Romance. I'm your D. Emily, and with me today I have only 3 fabulous friends. One of them, their character's dead, never to return. Just kidding. This is a fun way to start. No, Des is in Disney World, so
Disney World.
Yeah, so today we're going to consult the fates once more, and you can ask me any podcast question you would like to reveal
The truth.
the truth.
According to this magic ball.
I've got one.
And it changes the canon of the no, just
Whoa!
okay.
Whoa!
Lauren, go for it.
Did Melees kill Lord Peacock?
Who knows? He could have gone into like a fugue state.
Melee's the
Not
unreliable
likely
narrator.
is the answer.
Okay. All
Not
right.
likely.
What about anyone else have a question?
Yes, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is Bernadette Baby Sonos?
We need a Jerry Springer episode. Why can't? Well, let me read it. What the hell?
Please, can we do a Jerry Springer episode?
Ask again. So ask me again. I'll
Like
I'll just
5
shake it again. It says for sure.
For sure.
Oh, Sono.
Sono.
Okay.
My question's very specific.
Okay.
Will Chadley and Desmond fall in love and kiss, and then the kiss turns Desmond back into a human man?
Oh no, that's tragic.
It says no. I'm sorry. But a lot of that could be true. It's just that very specific
Okay.
thing that you said was
Yes.
false.
Okay. I still have hope.
Will we see Delgato again?
Oh. For sure.
Dang.
Del gato. Maybe Lanny off screen will figure out a way
Oh.
to make him a man.
I'll make you a man, Don Carlos. Ugh, these parties are all the same. I know I have to come to them for networking reasons, but sometimes I would just like to go to something and relax and not have everyone recognize me. Sure, I understand I'm a renowned romance novelist, but sometimes I wish I could just be little Evie. But no, instead I get people approaching me asking for information about my next book or looking to score a modeling gig. Although, that Melees, he is something else. At first I was not impressed, but Zerk's put in a good word for him, and he's got a lot going on for him. So we're going to do a little impromptu posing session in the gymnasium. At least that'll be more interesting than the dull conversation and pathetic dancing that's going on out here. Ugh, there aren't enough drinks in this entire place to make this night lively or interesting. Last time we all went to a delightful masquerade ball at Lord X's manor. Good fun stuff happened. Sigil spent most of the time searching for Chadley, who had scurried off in a drunken fit, perhaps.
Yeah.
Ran into some weird person that told them that, love isn't real or something along those lines.
Yeah, and that offended me.
Yeah, don't fall in love is what that person said. Ferris met Lord Flutterbottom, danced with him, tried to seduce him, and then was like, this guy's not Lord X. So then she decided to go off and try to find a different way into the host's office. And Melees met Zerks, the Minotaur, got introduced to Evangeline Sparks, and then was being potentially interviewed / tested for a modeling gig for one of her romance novel covers, and somehow ended up finding a dead body and being caught touching the wound and then posing next to it. Oh, and
that was Lord Flutterbottom who was dead,
Lord
right?
Flutterbottom had his head caved in by a big old weight. And Melees had also seen a very strange vision of himself in the mirror of the gymnasium that looked exactly like him, but didn't move the way that he was moving, and then ran away from the scene of the crime. And Hilrana went out into the gardens, met a familiar stranger, got some kisses, and got a ton of psychic damage for some reason.
That guy tried to warn me, don't fall in love. You'll get psychic damage.
Yeah.
He meant to warn Hilrana.
I screwed it up.
He just got confused.
Yeah.
Dang.
Easy mistake.
He was warning everybody that he came across because he's such a good Samaritan.
Of course.
It's true.
Love
It's like,
destroys everything.
Love will destroy you.
So we're going to go back to Miles right as you pose for Evangeline and Zerx, who have entered the gym and gone. What have you done?
I'm posing still, flexing, and I realize that I do have blood all over my hands. And so I'm like, it wasn't me. It was my reflection. I mean, it wasn't my reflection. It was someone that looked exactly like me, but it wasn't me.
Make a persuasion check.
I think that's believable.
It's so believable.
It's very believable.
I mean, who wouldn't believe that reflection did this?
Do you believe in my reflection? He killed this guy. It wasn't me. I really don't think
I got a natural 20.
whoa, a nat 20.
Dang.
Okay, I was going to have them roll insight, but I feel like that's just so compelling how you
My
said that.
reflection did this.
Your
Yeah.
reflection.
Yes.
That Zerx is speechless at this moment, but Evangeline says, that happened in one of my books. The man was accused of
did
murder.
it. And then I pose again.
Wow. You're hired, but that's not important right now.
Yes.
There's a dead man and someone on the loose. Your reflection? Are we in danger here?
Clearly, yes. My reflection is very dangerous. And by reflect, do you have any magic mirrors around? Because I was looking at my reflection, I was posing, I was flexing, and I winked at it, and it didn't wink back, and then it left
How
the room.
rude.
Yeah. Well, you know
Yeah.
how the magical selves are.
I don't, but you're just so compelling right now.
I don't know why I believe you.
I haven't heard of anything like that, but
I
I'm
mean-
going to go. You two stay here. Don't leave the body. I'm going to try to find some more help.
Okay. I mean, I guess if it wasn't a magical reflection, it could also be my twin.
You have a twin.
It's more like a clone. They're exactly like
A
me, except
clone?
worse.
Well, I couldn't imagine anyone being as charming as you are.
They're
There's
not.
a dead body here. I need to stop looking at your muscles.
I'll stop flexing.
Please, if you don't mind. It's very distracting. Wow. Okay, so we're staying here. You'll protect me.
Oh, of course, with my
Okay.
life.
Thank you. That's not just because I'm going to employ you, right?
It's not entirely because of that. No.
That's fair. It's honest. I like it. Oh God. Oh God. She glances back down at the body and then looks away and looks faint. And I need to sit down. Oh.
Miles will. Is there anything he can use to drape on over the body, like a gym towel or something?
Yeah, you can find a gym
Yeah,
towel.
dirty
and
gym
drape it
towel.
over.
A dirty.
Yeah. No, there are plenty of clean gym towels.
Yeah, I'll
that you
get a
can
clean
drape
gym
over.
towel and drape it off the body, and also wipe off the blood off of my hands.
Oh, okay. So you wipe the blood off of your hands. Zerx can find some servants and guards pretty quickly, and they will come back and come and try to secure the area where the body is. We need to notify the host, but I'm not. I thought that this was the host. This is one of the guards.
You don't know who the host is?
No, I was just hired. We're contract workers. We were hired for the event. This place is usually rented out for events. And I thought that Lord Flutterbottom was the host. He's the one that paid for everything for our contracts and hired us.
Huh. Well, all right. Not to take charge, but have you secured the perimeter yet?
That's what we're working on that right now. I don't think anyone can go in or out right now. We need to lock this place down.
All right.
I believe there's a security measure that we could put in place if you think it's that necessary. It creates a bubble around the building that doesn't let anyone come in or out.
Yeah,
Like a
I think that would be a
shield.
good idea.
All right, we'll activate that.
All right. Let's do it.
Okay. I should
Be
have
on
probably
the-
had you make a persuasion check for this guard and not just had him automatically believe you.
You should
That's
listen
okay.
to me. I got a 5 though. So
I will let you do it with advantage because Evangeline also and Zerks thoroughly believe you.
Well, this time I got a 6.
A
So
6?
Amazing.
that makes a huge difference.
So I'm going to set up the security. You guys, he gestures to two guards behind him. Watch this one. No offense, but you were the one found with the body.
No, it's fair. Also, memorize this face, these muscles. Look for someone that looks exactly like me. That's your culprit. If you're not looking at me, you're looking at him. He's him. He's the bad guy. It's not me.
Do you have any distinguishing features that are different from your mirror image?
Well, no. We're clones, so
Okay.
we're exactly alike. I would say he's less luminous, less interesting to look at, less just like that certain je ne sais quoi that I have. He doesn't possess
Right,
that. So
okay.
just when you're looking for people that look at me.
So a less luminous version of you.
Yeah, just not the wow factor that you would expect from someone like me.
Right. I'm going to go turn on the security before this gets more out of hand. Go gather everyone and put them in the main ballroom. Don't let anyone go anywhere else in the house. And so they're going to go off and do stuff. But there are like 4 guards now that are keeping you in this room because there's an entrance from the main hall and then another entrance to like a side back area from which you don't know where that would go, but that's where you saw the mirror image person start to go towards. Meanwhile, let's go to Ferris.
Okay.
So Ferris, you are invisible.
Yeah.
This is back a little ways in time, not quite people shutting things down yet.
Okay.
So there hasn't been any kind of panic or chaos happening yet. Things seem to be normal. Where are you going and what are you doing as you are invisible?
I'm probably going to try to go upstairs.
Makes sense.
And just start looking in any room that's open and trying to open doors that aren't open until I find this study.
Sure. Make a stealth check with advantage because you are invisible.
19.
19. So you creep up the stairs. You actually wait. There's some guards that are coming down the stairs and you hear one of the stairs creak as they go on it and you observe it with your keen senses and you make sure to skip that stair as you head up. You don't run into anyone. You don't think anyone's noticed you. Up in the upper level of the manor, there's a long hallway that branches off into like a T intersection to go to 2 wings of the house, but it looks mostly like these are living chambers, other guest quarters, that kind of things. Make an investigation check.
19.
So you get a lay of the land, and you find your way towards where you think like the main living quarters of whoever lives here would be. You open a few different doors. There's nothing inside except for like bed chambers, which you can go in there if you'd like to. But you do eventually come across a study, which has a number of bookshelves and a large desk. There's a big window overlooking the backyard where you see the fake storm crack the lightning in the sky. And yeah, there's no lights on in this space. It looks empty. It seems quiet. Doesn't seem like anyone's going to notice you.
Okay.
At the moment, but you can make a perception check if you would like to.
Sure. 6.
6? Okay. Yeah, you don't notice anything.
Okay.
So what you doing?
So she's going to look at everything on the desk.
Okay.
It's probably nothing on there. I certainly wouldn't leave anything on there. And then see if she can get into any drawers, looking behind paintings for maybe a safe or just general nosiness.
Yeah. Make another investigation check.
Okay.
And if you would prefer, you could make it an insight check. I don't know if one of them is higher.
Investigation is higher,
Okay.
but I only got a 7.
You look through the space. You're not finding anything. You go to all the typical spots of like checking behind the portrait, looking for secret buttons under the desk, looking for books that pull out. You don't find any hidden compartments. The desk drawers have some letters in them that don't look particularly interesting to you. Definitely not like cool secret notes and hidden information like Alphonse had told you about.
Well, that actually doesn't surprise her. That he would lead her on a wild goose chase. So she's pulled up rugs, looking for little, maybe compartments hidden in the floor. She's looked in the fireplace. If there's one, done everything and doesn't see anything. And she'll just head out.
How long do you think you would spend searching the room?
At least 15 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So about 10 minutes into your search, you hear a voice behind you, right? As you're like on your hands and knees trying to pull up the rug and I don't know what you cursing the stupid Alphonse for not letting you. And you hear somebody clear their throat behind you. Looking for something?
So she would freeze. She's invisible.
Okay.
Hopefully she's assuming. Now, Ferris is not like super intelligent. So it's sort of going to be a thing of, if I don't move, they can't see me.
There's a snapping sound and all the arcane lights turn on in the space and you hear footsteps behind you. And then you hear right by the side of your ear, you can get up if you'd like to. You don't have to stay down on the ground and hide. I won't hurt you.
Good. She'll gently let the rug
As you set the rug back down, you can feel his physical presence looming behind you. It does back away as you do that. And you hear shifting in the space and then the sound of a heavy exhale waiting.
So the gig is up. Mm-hmm. She will rise from the floor and appear.
Hello.
Well, hello.
This is a man who Sigil had met previously, but you didn't know that.
Oh.
And this is a tiefling-ish looking guy with dark skin that's marbled with gold veins underneath it, gold-tipped horns, very fiery coal-like eyes. Ferris, make an intelligence check. I don't know why I said it like that. After this, we're going to go to Sigil because I would like to know where Sigil is currently as you're searching for Chadley in case for some reason you do encounter Ferris or Miles or the mirror murderer.
The murderer.
Oh, 17.
You have seen this man before. Twice now. You have seen him in a dream vision, saw at a masquerade ball, spoke with you, showed you the evidence of your requests.
Yes.
Also, you very briefly saw out of the corner of your eye at the Beholder this same man trying to speak with you.
Get a reading?
Yeah, and then he was gone. So
Okay.
you think this is either something that looks really similar or it's the same guy.
Okay.
Make one more roll for me, which would be an insight check into him if you'd like to.
Dirty 20.
You are pretty good at reading people.
Yeah.
And you don't think he recognizes you. Yeah.
Interesting.
He looks intrigued,
Oh, well.
but there's no little flicker of recognition in his eyes.
Good.
All right. Sigil, it's you time.
So I'm trying to think like a drunken squirrel.
Yeah. Think like a drunken squirrel.
I'm gonna roll insight to see
Please
if
do.
I could figure out what Chadley, where would Chadley go?
That's a good question.
And I got a 13.
13. Think like a drunken squirrel. Okay.
It's not that hard for me.
It's
not that much of a stretch.
I almost gave you advantage on this roll because it just seemed like something
Yeah,
Sigil would be good at.
I've spent a lot of time contemplating it.
He ran off after you gave him some alcohol.
Yeah.
He probably wasn't drunk yet,
Oh,
although he
true.
did have some shots back at the house.
Yeah, but he seems like he's got like a kind of a tolerance
Yeah.
built up already.
Yeah. So your insight is that he probably wasn't drunk yet, which actually makes the calculations a little bit harder because
Maybe he was off in search of more alcohol though.
Exactly. That's what your deduction
Okay.
is he went to find more alcohol in a place that wasn't as conspicuous as the main banquet table.
Okay, so I'm thinking like a room that has a sideboard or something like that, you know, maybe a study.
Like a lounge area.
Yeah.
Maybe a servant area where they actually keep the alcohol. But yeah, it's up
Billiards
to you.
room.
Billiards room.
That kind of thing.
The gym. No, I'm just kidding.
The gym so that you can get really dehydrated.
Yeah. That's what the pros do. Out of those options, where do you think Sigil wants to go?
I mean, I don't know where any of these places are, so I'm just going to have to blindly feel around for where I think it's possible one of these activity zones could be.
Sure. Make an investigation check. And then after you do that, I will make you make a stealth check with advantage.
I got a nat 20.
Whoa.
So that's a total of 27.
27?
Yep. I'm really good at investigating.
Okay, so we'll get to that in a second. I just would like you to also make your stealth check with advantage
Stealth.
because you are invisible, I believe.
I wish that I had used the 20 on my stealth check because I got a 4.
But you do have advantage.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Advantage. That's what that means. I got a 9.
Well, I got a 6.
Ooh. So I've like knocked over 3 things, but somehow that just didn't. Yeah.
You hear in the distance the sound of a woman going, "What did you do?" And you're like, I don't need to go that way. So
Yeah.
I don't need to deal with that shit.
Whatever that is, I don't want to do it.
That's not where the squirrel went.
Oh.
Too much commotion. Your sigil senses tingle and you get into the mind of a squirrel. You get into your true investigatory powers and you decide to head over to the staircase, head up the stairs, and you even notice there's a runner rug on the upper floor. Little teeny tiny squirrel-sized paw prints.
Oh my gosh.
Like almost imperceptible paw marks or divots in the plush carpet. It leads you towards where you see a man that you spoke with before entering a room,
Okay.
but it doesn't seem like the paws themselves are going into that room.
Okay.
It goes past that room. So you can look inside that room if you want to, but that was that weirdo. Didn't.
I don't really want to talk to him.
Okay. I'm just going to check with your stealth check to see if he notices
Yeah.
you coming behind him. That's a 4. Okay. So yeah, you creep by, you knock into something, and he's too busy doing whatever he's doing in there.
I'm literally going, do, 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 do.
And you find yourself in what you would consider like a billiards room.
Okay.
There are some overturned liquor bottles in here from a cart. You see in that more little squirrel wet paw print marks on the carpet. You don't see a sign of Chadley in here, but because your investigation was so good, you do notice that there's a slight breeze coming in from behind one of the curtains.
Oh, okay.
And the window is open behind there. And
man.
you're overlooking down into the gardens.
I think to myself, he went out the window, but I'm no acrobat. If I try to go out there after him, I'm going to fall to my death.
Yeah, probably.
And
You're pretty smart. You could figure that out.
yeah, I don't have a whole lot of wisdom, but I think I have more than enough to not crawl out the window after Chadley. Rats. At least I found out where he went. So I'm just going to poke my head out there and just kind of see if I can see him.
Make a perception check.
Okay. I don't see shit. I got a 6.
It's tough because there are so many different trees and flowering bushes that cause a canopy over a lot of the gardens. And so scanning out there, maybe you see a squirrel, but probably not. You just can't see it.
All right. So, just in a gentle voice that hopefully not many people could hear, but hopefully Chadley himself can hear. I'm going to say, "Hey, Chadley, it's me. You don't have to do this alone, buddy. Not sure what you're going through, but if you need somebody to talk to, I'm here."
You wait. The breeze blows past you for a moment. Nothing.
I guess I'll go back to the party.
Okay, so you're heading back to the party. Do you think that you would have looked in the room as you head back, or the doorway's still open and you hear the man speaking right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm nosy as hell, so I'm going to, I'm going to try and see what's going on in there. I'll just try to not breathe heavy.
So now you come across the scene that is with Ferris speaking with this man.
Okay. And so I just saw what just happened.
Yeah, you saw Ferris appear.
Hmm.
No one has noticed you unless you continue to make the boop, 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 boop.
Let's see if
we can roll another perception check if you'd like.
Oh, no, I figured out that I need to stop doing that. I got 21 this time.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay, very good. You can make a perception check if you'd like to.
Wait, it's not a cartoon.
6.
Okay, no. You're focused on this man. How do you like the study?
Oh, I like it much better now that you're here.
Right. Is there a reason why you're creeping around in the dark?
I have a great love of rugs. And I heard there was a beautiful rug here in the study, and I decided I simply couldn't resist. So that's when you came upon me. I mean, I didn't want to be rude, so I just sort of excused myself and, hopped up the stairs and was just having a little look-see at your rug.
My rug.
Oh, I'm assuming this is your study. Or else, why would you be in here, honey?
Maybe I'm just a rug admirer as well.
I didn't mean that in a sexy way.
Oh, boy.
That's a kink.
You can make a deception check with disadvantage, girl.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
A 10.
Like I said, maybe I'm a admirer of fine rugs as well.
Oh, so this isn't your study? Or your house or your party?
I didn't say that.
Well, honey, I don't know if you know who I am, but I know I've seen you before.
Where have you seen me?
I had a vision. Believe it or not, I know you probably think I'm flirting, but I've actually seen you in a vision. And then I do believe you or someone who looks very similar to you came to the Beholder, which is a nightclub where I work. Ferris Divine. She'll hold her hand up.
He will shake your hand. You get a weird, zing of energy when you touch him. It's somewhat pleasant, somewhat unpleasant. A weird mix.
Oh, what's your name?
Some people might refer to me as Lord X.
I knew this was your room.
If I'm being honest with you, this is not my home.
Oh.
He goes over to a stack of books, opens the book, and it doesn't really even open. It's like fake pages. This is like a staged home, so to speak. Like people use it for events and such.
Oh, how interesting.
I would never be so foolish to invite people to my own home.
Oh, I don't blame you, considering the riffraff that turned up. And she'll self-depreciatingly laugh.
Yeah.
He's just like, yeah, you're right.
Are you doing anything, Sigil?
I'm still invisible, but I'm trying to assess, does Ferris need help?
Well, I would have no idea
Ooh,
Sigil
that's
was there.
Good question. Yeah, insight.
I got an 8. She's fine.
This guy. So here's the thing. This guy's a real weirdo.
Okay.
From your experience. So you just don't know. You can't get a read on whether she would be safe or not.
All right. The thing is, I would just feel so bad if something happened to her. So I'm going to go ahead and become visible. And I'm going to go into the study and be like, Ferris, there you are. I've been looking for you all over.
Sigil, honey. Oh, I was just, me and my rug collection. I was just up here just looking at this gorgeous carpet with my new friend.
Right. Another guest up in a place that they're not supposed to be in.
Oh, am I not supposed to be up here?
No, I think most of the areas of the home are off limits for the guest's safety.
Oh.
That's funny. Because I just heard you say that it was rented out for events. So what could possibly be up here that would be,
I'm not saying that there's anything the house itself is dangerous. I'm saying that the people who attend these parties are not necessarily always the most trustworthy. And to go wandering around in the dark is to invite danger.
Oh, that's a good point.
Wow.
So for the safety of the guests, we keep them in particular areas.
Pardon me if this is a rude question, but do you, and I know we really don't know each other, is this sort of a social experiment for you then, these little parties, just to see how different people interact? So I have the feeling maybe you don't know many of the other people here too.
I know everyone that's here.
You do? What do you know about me?
Well, I'm the one that invited you, so...
And you sent those beautiful roses.
Yes, I don't remember inviting you, but you must be someone's guest.
Yeah, I'm a +1. That's how it works.
Great.
So it's just funny because it's like I'm here looking for somebody that like went off on their own. So yeah, I was kind of concerned about my friend's welfare. Sounds like we are concerned about the same exact things. And so, I don't think we've got a problem here. Do you think we've got a problem here? I don't think we do. I think we're all doing great. I think we're fine.
Make a persuasion check with advantage because Ferris is... Oh, thank you.
15.
As you say that, he looks at both of you. He doesn't look at you in a threatening way, but he doesn't also look like he's going to go anywhere. And at that moment, you hear a pair of guards running down the hallway, and they run past, and then they notice the people are in the room, and they said, "Hey, you all need to get back to the ballroom. There's danger afoot." Very melodramatic.
What in the world?
What's going on here? And they said, "I don't know who the hell you are, but you all need to get back down into the ballroom. There's been a murder."
A murder? Wow, okay. Who died?
Lord X died.
Lord,
What?
Lord X?
Yes, the host, Lord Flutterbottom.
Wait a second. This guy you just told us you were Lord X.
I lie sometimes.
Yeah, honey, I think everybody's going to claim to be Lord X at one point or another.
Oh, man.
Listen, you both were.
You had me
I don't know.
going.
You weren't lying, but you for sure were definitely lying. And so I figured, why not join in on the game?
Well, honey, I got to tell you, you made me a little anxious.
Good.
Oh, well,
And it turns out I was correct in that there is danger.
well, yeah, that's true. Well, y'all, maybe we should go to the ballroom. I mean, if there's been a murder, even if we didn't know the person, that's terribly scary.
You two are going to have to, all three of you are going to have to come with me because you were outside of the ballroom when the murder occurred. So you could potentially be suspects.
Okay.
Although you don't look like a less radiant version of the crazy man that was in the gymnasium.
Oh, Lord, that sounds like something Melace would say. Is he all right?
Lord Flutterbottom is dead.
What? And
The crazy man?
Yes.
I have no idea.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, well, take us to the crazy man. We'll figure it out.
So we have our little bracelets, right?
Yeah, Sigil does not have one.
Yeah, no, I don't have one.
Melace does.
I'm gonna booty 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 boo.
Hello?
Melace, what in the world happened?
Hey, Ferris. Oh my God, I got a job.
Well, honey, I'm so glad, but what's this about somebody being murdered?
Oh, yeah, that. Yeah. A peacock was murdered. I'm pretty sure my twin did it. I saw him.
Oh my God, Dominus Patatas?
Dominus Patatas was here. Killed a peacock.
Oh my God.
Is it just me or does that sound like a fake name?
People use all kinds of names. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're fake. I mean, everybody's name is fake if you really think about it.
Whoa.
Ferris is gonna swat his arm and say, "Oh, you hush up, Lord X."
Oh, that was one of the guards. Sorry, I'm not making their voices different.
Guard.
No, Lord X is just watching. Well, he's not Lord X, but this random man is watching.
I don't
How are you
believe he's
doing,
not
Ferris?
Lord X.
Well, Melace,
Got a nat 20 on his deception check.
Do you need me to come down there? And is there anything I can do?
Oh. I mean, yeah. That'd be great. We could do some poses for Evangeline. She might like, I did some with like Sono, but she might like a different dynamic
I could always see more poses.
See,
You hear in the background.
So Ferris will turn to Sigil and say, he's fine.
Okay, that's good. Because it sounded like they kind of thought maybe he killed somebody.
Miles, honey, does everyone understand you actually do have an evil twin?
Yeah, I think they got that vibe.
All right. Guard, I'm so sorry, and I know you may not allow this, but I can vouch for Miles. He definitely has an evil twin who's intent on doing evil, like evil twins do.
Make a
That was a
persuasion check with disadvantage, because this guy already thinks that this is a bunch of crap.
Oh, no. I got a natural 1.
Sure. If you could come with me, I'm going to take you down to hang out with your friend. I mean, it's not really an option as much as we're going to escort you down to secure you from snooping around. Which, by the way, why are you up here?
It's all right, Ferris. We'll figure it out.
Are you friends with this woman?
No, I've never seen that soul before in my life. Who are you, stranger?
I think I'm going to bring you just in case. And you too, he points to Lord X, because you were here with them.
Are y'all coming down still?
Yeah, honey, we'll be there in a minute.
Could you bring me a drink?
I'll try. We're kind of in trouble, but I'll try.
So the guy that was actually talking to you is going to go off because he needs to do the security bubble. But you guys can go down with some other guards and head to the gymnasium.
All right.
Good
That's okay.
times.
I'm used to getting arrested, so it doesn't freak me out.
Hey there, it's your DM and pal Emily with a few announcements. To start, thank you so much for listening. I know I say this every time, but I cannot get over that you all listen to this podcast and you enjoy our shenanigans and our spicy nonsense. It brings me so much joy, and I know it brings everybody else on the show so much joy to know that you're out there listening, to know that you appreciate our weirdness, and to know that there are fellow romance role-playing aficionados. If you want even more Roll for Romance content, consider checking out our Patreon if you haven't yet. On there, we have our chat show, Heart to Heart, where we talk about all kinds of spicy, fun, silly, weird nonsense that we can't get to on the podcast. We have a great time, and I think it's a really enjoyable thing to listen to. You also can get access to our Roll for Romance Discord, where we talk about all kinds of fun stuff, and we just have a really nice, fun, sweet, chill vibe on there. I'm going to keep things short and sweet this time. Thank you again for listening. Now let's get back to the story. Miles, you are down. Some guards are glaring at you. You've been hanging out with Evangeline and Zerx. Is there anything you wanted to talk about while you were waiting?
Yeah. So Evangeline, I'm so happy that we decided to move forward in this job situation. Do you want to talk compensation?
Is that really the best thing to do while there's a dead body in the room?
Oh, I covered it up. Do you want to turn around so we can't see it, or?
I still know that it's there.
Okay. Yeah. Sometimes when I'm around a dead body, which I have been a lot of times, I like to just sing a song. Oh yeah, tons of them. So many.
Why
it's
have
insane.
you been Oh.
It's almost like people just die around me. I don't know what it is. I mean, sometimes I do.
Backs away from you towards Zerx. Right. Lots of people die around you.
Yeah.
Great. We can talk about the job when this is all
right.
Cleared up.
Yeah, that's fair.
Zerx, I think he might be crazy. I mean, he's just kind of a weird guy, I think. I don't know. I don't get murder vibes from him.
Oh, Zerx.
Yeah, not murder vibes. Listen to that. You guys made a friend.
Just kind of weird.
Yeah. Hey, Zerx, you want to work out?
Just
getting antsy.
Yeah, not right now, but thanks.
All right.
And then Ferris, did you guys go very willingly with these guards, or did you kind of struggle at all?
No, she would have went. She wanted to make sure Miles is okay.
All right, so you all are brought into the gymnasium where you see covered up dead body, Zerx, Evangeline, and Miles.
Wow.
Hey guys.
It's been a crazy party so far. Bro, what happened?
Yeah, it was wild. I came in here, looked at my reflection, gave it a wink and a flex. It did not wink back at me. It walked out of the mirror. And when I turned the corner, this guy was dead. And then everyone came in and started accusing me of stuff. But I let them know it was my twin reflection dude.
How did he die? He's got a sheet on him, right?
That's a good question. I don't know if I knew. Well, it looks like there was like a weight.
You saw a weight next to it's still sitting there, a bloodied weight.
Okay.
And his head was caved in.
I mean, either he was trying to do like a high, bicep curl over his head and just wasn't spotting correctly, or someone killed him with a weight.
Oh, brutal. Can I do an Arcana check to see if I have ever heard of this? Like, your reflection becoming a murderer?
Sure. Absolutely, you can.
Reflection to murderer, a common spell. Yeah, I got a 10. So
you've probably read it in fiction, but you don't remember
Yeah.
any spells that
Okay.
actually would do that.
yeah, certainly don't know how to make my own reflection a murderer.
Man, that would be cool.
So your
Work on it.
reflection looked exactly like you, but it had its own.
So will.
Yes.
Yeah. Like I said, it winked back at me, and 9 times out of 10, my reflections wink back at me when I wink at them.
Only 9 times out of 10?
Well, sometimes I've moved on. I just assume.
Oh,
Not waiting for the
right.
wink.
Okay.
Most of the time I do.
So I have
Maybe
some
this happens
questions.
a lot. I don't know. Yeah.
I'd like to get to the bottom of this,
Okay.
if we can.
Yeah, for sure.
First of all,
Kind of bumming everyone out.
Ferris said you had a twin. Was that for real?
Yeah.
Or because it seemed like maybe it was just a story, but
Well, I don't blame you for wondering.
Oh no, I do have a twin. He looks exactly like me, except not as radiant, like I told the guards.
and you had this twin before tonight, so it's not that you're counting whatever came out of the mirror as your new twin. Okay, so
He's been around for a couple of
is a
years
guy.
at least.
a couple of years. Interesting. When was the last time you saw him?
I wouldn't say I've ever seen him so much as I just know he exists.
Huh.
Right.
Okay. How did you come to know that he exists?
Well, I left my town of Alefi because it kind of got destroyed. And when you do that, my people, I don't know what to call them, protectors line.
Yeah,
I don't know if
that's
there
fine.
should be like a good.
Or champions.
Yeah,
line
the champion of
champions,
Alefi. There can be only one. However, when you do leave the bounds of the city, that does call another one. Most of the time, most people don't leave so much as die, and that's when a new one gets called. I thought I was totally fine leaving because Alefi had been destroyed, but an old man recently just told me that it wasn't destroyed, and so I just I knew this twin had come back or been spawned, I guess is the right word. Anyway, he's around for sure.
How do you feel about, I know I said I didn't want to talk about business, but about selling the rights to your story for fictional purposes? Like a story based off of the life of the champion of Alefi?
That has a good ring to it. Yeah, let's talk.
Okay, again, not right now, but she
We're on
starts
the
scribbling
same
down in a
page.
notebook.
Fiscally.
Have I ever heard of Alefi? I did a history check and I got an 18.
Oh yeah, you've heard of Alefi.
All right, yeah. Alefi, yeah. So you were the protector, the champion of Alefi.
Yeah.
But wait, so if you have a twin or another one of you and they're not in Alefi, doesn't that mean that there's a third one?
Miles just stares. He just stares because that's the first time he's ever considered this. He's like, another me? Another patatas. I wonder what his name is.
Okay. So we got another piece of the puzzle here, and that is Lord Flutterbottom?
Yes.
/ X.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Mr.
Yeah, I
Peacock.
don't know. Anyway, the peacock. What was he doing here?
What
All
was
by
he doing
himself.
here? Does he look
Well-
like someone who does weights?
I may have had something to do with that. Don't judge me, but I may have used my feminine wiles to convince him to let me into his study. And when I saw that maybe he really wasn't Lord X, I sort of sent him on his way. So that may have been possibly why he was down here working out some frustrations.
Ugh.
Killing yourself with a hand weight seems like that would be a little bit extreme, so I don't think it's suicide.
No, I don't think so either. I think somebody got the drop on him.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was you, Sugar. That's not your style.
No. Thank you. That
You're
means
welcome.
a lot.
I'm going to see if I can find anything around the body to give us some indication of where the killer could have gone.
As you say that, one of the guards is going to come up to you and she says, I appreciate your desire to investigate, but maybe we should wait until someone official comes to look at the body.
Sure. That makes a ton of sense because by then the killer will be totally gone.
No, there's a security bubble that's up now. No one can come in or out. Oh.
So how are they supposed to get in?
Oh. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Do you have any credentials for murder investigations?
This is Sigil?
Yeah.
That's their thing.
I investigate all kinds of things all the time. I actually have a PhD in archaeology.
They researched something so hard once that they disappeared for 10 years just researching.
Yep,
All right? That's
that's
how
true.
hard they go.
Yeah, I'm very well credentialed in many different ways that technically don't have a lot to do with crime per se, but I bet I could get to the bottom of this.
Because Miles was the one that started this deception, Miles, you can make the deception check with advantage.
Oh, I was hoping to just help Sigil.
No, it's better for Miles to make this check than it is for. Oh wait, no, Sigil, are you good at deception?
No,
That's what I thought. I thought you'd be much better at
Okay.
deception.
I do have a plus
That's what I
3.
was saying.
I have my charisma's 13 and I don't have proficiency in any of those things.
My first 14 was the highest.
Okay. Wow. Okay. How fortuitous that we have a detective here at the
Look,
event.
if you want, you can keep your people nearby so you can keep an eye on what's going on.
I'm gonna stick with you. I think it's tough because there's like me and then another head guard technically, but we're all contract workers, so there's not really like that much of a hierarchy.
Right.
So we're just all trying to make sure that nobody else gets murdered kind of thing. So
Yeah.
if you don't mind, if I observe what you do.
Oh, no, not at all.
It would be, I've always kind of been fascinated by detective work, and maybe I'll learn something.
Yeah, maybe we'll all learn something.
What's your name?
Oh, thank you for asking. My name is Margaret.
Margaret.
And you are, what's your name?
Oh, I thought everyone had heard about me by now. Miles Gloriosus, suspected murderer.
Yes, I heard about your mirror twin. And of course, the great detective Sigil.
Of course.
And you?
Oh, my name is Ferris. I'm simply here to give support to these two wonderful individuals.
Wonderful. So we have in the room with us right now, Ferris, the support system, Miles, the suspected murderer, Sigil, the great detective, the impressive and very muscular Zerks, and Evangeline Sparks, of course, the wonderful author.
Hold on. You're Evangeline Sparks?
Yeah. The fairy that's in the room with, I was talking to Miles, the next to Zerks. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Are you a fan?
I am.
Okay.
I'll try not to be too weird.
No, it's okay. I mean, I hear you're a great detective. Maybe I can write a detective romance.
Wow. Okay. Okay. No pressure. No pressure. All right. Okay. Cool. Kind of wish I hadn't found out about that until after
Well,
I did a good job.
You can pretend that I'm not Evangeline if you want.
I'm going to do that.
Really, I'm just a normal fairy. It's fine. Ferris, Sigil. There's supposed to be somebody else here in the room with you that you remember.
Yeah.
Lord X.
Yeah.
Yeah, the weird guy in the study.
Mm-hmm.
There's no weird guy in here.
Yeah. He's a slippery little bastard.
Interesting.
Did you see where the other tiefling went?
What other tiefling?
Oh, Lord. There was another tiefling.
Do you have an evil twin too? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, that's all right. Not that I know of. But I was a foundling, so you never know. But
oh, gosh.
where the hell did that guy go? That just makes me angry. I'm going to find him.
I honestly have no idea what guy you're talking about. The only people that came in here with the guards were you and the great detective.
Nah, he must have slipped away on the way down here.
Oh, Ferris is mad.
Well, I won't keep you. I won't hold you up anymore. I just felt like I had to do my due diligence of, making sure that you weren't actually the murderer and tampering with the body and the evidence.
Yo, where's Hilrana?
Oh, God, where is she?
Who's Hilrana?
She's a friend that came with us. Maybe she's in the ballroom.
Maybe.
I'll go run. Oh, yeah.
Oh, we
Try to get her on the...
I'm going to try to call Hilrana.
Mm-hmm. Call Hilrana.
Ring, ring, ring.
Just
ring,
rings.
ring.
Nobody picks up.
Huh. Well, that's weird.
Oh, Lord. I'm going to run up and see if I can find her in the ballroom.
Yeah,
Keep
that's really a good
your
idea.
bracelet on, honey.
I'll keep it on.
If you don't mind, an escort's going to come with you.
Wonderful,
Just
that's
to keep
fine.
eyes on everyone who wasn't in the ballroom when the murder happened.
Sure.
Okay, not that I don't trust you, but...
Oh, honey, it's all right. I wouldn't trust me either.
Okay, good. I figure, as an aspiring detective, you can't eliminate people.
You're doing a great job, Margaret.
Thank you.
Yeah, super good.
Thank you, Sigil.
You're welcome.
Wow.
You should call them Detective Sigil.
Oh, sorry, Detective Sigil.
I like the way that sounds.
It does sound good.
Okay.
It does sound good.
So you go to the ballroom and you're investigating the body.
Mhm.
Do you want to assist with the body investigation, or would you rather Margaret assist?
For investigation. Margaret can, because I have a -1.
Okay, so Margaret's giving you the help action, Sigil, as you investigate the body.
Okay. Well, it's good that she's helping me because I got a natural 1. And then I got a 20.
Whoa! Extremes.
I just, for a second, I can't even process what it is that I'm seeing. I'm like, a body? Oh, God, a body. No, keep it together. Gotta look like a professional.
Margaret
I'm a
nods. She's like,
professional.
oh, yes.
Yeah,
that's
that's right. I'm Detective Sigil. And then I got a 27.
And then you go to your mind palace. And so Detective Sigil, you notice many things.
So
with
many things.
Lord Flutterbottom. The first of them, of course, is the very nasty head wound. You look at the weight. It definitely seems to correlate with the wound that was taken. So it wasn't like the weight itself was staged.
What size is it?
The weight?
Yeah.
Like what pound?
What poundage?
That's a good question. Emily doesn't know physics of bashing in people's skulls, so I don't want to say the wrong weight.
I mean, anything.
Oh, like
above-
how heavy somebody could lift?
Yeah, that's kind
no.
of.
So it's like a hand weight, right? It's like a barbell.
It's like a barbell, but it's like...
With enough force, 10 to 20 pounds could do it, I would think.
But I mean,
No, I know what you're asking.
yeah. Is it a bigger one?
It's definitely it's not the largest barbell that they have in the gymnasium, but it's like the second largest.
Wow.
So, Sigil, what's your strength score?
Bad.
Okay, yeah, you can't even pick this weight up. You need somebody else to help you.
Yeah. Well, I'm not trying to pick it up because I don't want to get my fingerprints
That's
on
fair.
it.
That's fair. But you're doing all the analysis, and
Yeah.
Margaret's watching you. So even if you did touch it, she would know that it was
Right.
Yeah. But It definitely came down at an angle, the way that the head is bashed in. The body was turned over by melees, so that maybe would have screwed stuff up, but you can still calculate the trajectory of where the person attacking them came from. You definitely figure it was an attack, not a self-inflicted wound. He does not look strong enough to have been able to be using this weight to work out, nor does he have any signs of perspiration or any kind of physical activity.
I'm pretty sure the suspect would have been taller than this man, because otherwise it would be hard to get this angle on him.
Mm-hmm. The suspect was taller, and it looks as if it was coming from... I'm trying to think of how to describe this room. So you come in through one set of doors. There's a bunch of weight benches and exercise equipment. There's a rack of weights. On the other side of the rack of weights, there's a door leading into a side hallway. There's a mirror on the back wall, and the body is on the other side of the rack of weights. So you wouldn't be able to see them as you came into the room. And that's why when melees went to go look, they were over on the side of... They found the body there.
Are there exits from that side of the room?
There is one exit from that side of the room currently being looked at by guards.
Okay.
But no one has investigated down that way yet. Well, the guards probably have looked around a little bit. But the attack came from behind, like somebody was lurking behind that rack of weights.
Right.
And then as he came around the corner, you think that somebody bashed him over the head. On Lord Flutterbottom's hands, they're a little bit more calloused than you would expect, like a nobleman to have. On his body, he doesn't really have any personal effects. He has his fancy peacock outfit, which looks fancy, but doesn't really give you any clues for anything.
Right.
Do you have other questions about the body that I can answer for you?
So yeah, melees did move him, so I can't really deduce anything by the way that he was postured.
Correct.
Do I find anything in terms of like hair that doesn't seem like it would belong to Lord Flutterbottom, or like anything else that's like on the floor?
Now, Ferris, do you wear perfume or anything like that?
Oh, sure.
Okay. You definitely get the scent of Ferris's perfume subtly on his clothing, as well as a strand of Ferris's hair.
Okay. What about in the surrounding area?
The surrounding area, I'm just going to do a luck check. You do find a shorter brown hair that looks exactly like Melee's hair.
Okay. So it's like curly?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think that we should go out the exit.
Sure.
And see if there's anything out there.
Yeah. Do you want to wait for Ferris to come back?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. We're going to wait for Ferris.
So Ferris, you go to the ballroom and I forget what you were doing.
I was looking for Hilrana.
Yeah.
Looking for
she had
Hilrana.
been gathered.
Okay. Everyone's gathered around. The musicians are still playing. People are talking. No one, I guess, has really explained to them exactly what's going on. And it's people like, how rude. I don't want to be stuck in here. It's getting stuffy. I was getting ready to go home. But they're still kept in there. You scan the room, make a perception check.
Okay. 3.
You definitely do not see Hilrana. And the only person that you see in this very crowded room now that you recognize would be Lady Jalessa. She's wearing a unicorn outfit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would walk over to her and ask her if she'd seen Hilrana.
Ferris, is that you?
Yes, honey. How are you, Jalessa?
Oh, I'm doing all right, I guess. Do you know what's going on?
All right. I'm going to tell you something, but I'd like you to stay calm. There's been a murder.
What?
Oh, honey, calm down. There's been a murder, and so they've erected, if that's the right word, a safety bubble around us to kind of keep everybody here while we're trying to figure out who killed the poor man.
Who's dead?
Do you remember the man that was in a fancy peacock outfit?
Yes. How could I forget?
Right, honey. He was something else. He was killed in the gym downstairs.
What?
I know. Well, so, honey, I'm glad you're okay, but I was looking for Hilrana. Have you seen her? She has on an outfit that I remember, and I'm telling you exactly what it was.
It's very earth.
She looks very naturey.
I did see her earlier walking around the ballroom, but I couldn't say where she went.
Well, honey, if you see her, would you please ask her to tap me in on her communicator bracelet?
Of course. Have you seen the prince at all? I haven't seen him in the ballroom.
Oh, Lord. Where's Sono? All right, well, if you see Sono, does he have a bracelet? Didn't we get him a bracelet? No. Oh, if you see Sono, please tell him I'm looking for him too.
You know, it's possible that he left. He did look really sad. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, he was talking to Miles. Miles left to go to the gym.
Hmm?
And he looked very sad. He kept looking out towards the gardens and looking very sad. Maybe that's where Hilrana went.
Oh, good thinking.
But I don't think they're going to let us wander around out there.
Oh no.
Which is probably for the best. If there's a murderer on the loose, then...
Well, there's a murderer on the loose, but I don't want Hilrana to be in a... Well, honey, thank you. If you do see Hilrana, just please have her contact me on her bracelet. And,
of course.
And honey, we'll have to go and get drinks sometime.
Sure, if we survive this strange murder night.
Oh, I have a good feeling we will. I don't really think it's like a serial killer or anything. I think it's probably somebody that had a beef with Mr. Peacock.
Okay.
All right, Sugar.
Well, be safe, please.
You too, honey.
All right.
She'll kind of wander off. Can she, look out windows to see if she sees Hilrana in the garden?
Okay, I'll let you do one more perception check. It's
Okay.
with disadvantage because it's looking out from a lit place into the darkness.
Yeah. Oh! I have a
Sorry.
20. With disadvantage. Oh, with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh, that is 12.
Oh. 12, you can see the garden somewhat, but you'd have to go out there. There are lots of nooks and secluded areas.
Yeah, I didn't figure, but she would still look.
Yeah,
I mean,
you don't
just to
see
see.
anybody.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So do you head back?
Well, I mean, she doesn't know how much good she's going to do. She could go be supportive of Miles, I guess, but...
He's not too affected by it, I don't think.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this book and the rights to my life story. How much
So-
about my life do you need to know? I'll tell you everything.
I actually think she would go someplace private, maybe back to that powder room, because she's going to want to ask someone named Alphonse what the fuck.
How are you planning on getting to be by yourself?
She will feign stomach distress.
Okay. Make a deception check with the guard as you head back to the gymnasium.
21.
21. I was like, this guy rolled well, but you're really good at faking that you gotta poop your brains out.
In real life, too.
Oh gosh. Okay. I'm gonna be outside though,
That's fine, honey.
but take as long as you need, I guess.
Oh, honey, I will.
So you rush into the bathroom, and now you are alone.
All right. So she doesn't really have a particular way of conjuring.
He shows up when he wants to.
Yeah. So she'll sort of lean up against the counter with her little arms folded and a peek. And Alphonse.
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh, 24.
Ferris.
Alphonse.
He shows up right next to you. In a swarm of bats, as we established. He's now bats.
Alphonse, there was nothing in that study. This is a prop house. People rent it out for parties.
That's very strange, Ferris. I was given good information that this was Lord X's home.
You had it on good authority or a good rumor that this was Lord X's house?
Yes.
Honey, can I insight check his ass?
For once in your life, yes, you can insight check his ass.
Natural 20.
Finally, when it counts. I'm like, you never insight check Alphonse. Never. I've been waiting for so long.
Dang.
He got a 3.
Yay.
He's tired. He's not on his best game. You know he's full of shit.
Yes.
There's something going on. You don't know what it is, but with that nat 20, you know that he knew that this was going to be a fake house. He knew that Lord X probably doesn't even exist. And he sent you here for you don't know what reason.
Yeah.
But he's a fucking liar.
Well, I think I will say that normally she's usually happy to do his little errands because it keeps him happy. And plus she's nosy too. But this time it's like, bullshit you didn't know. What are you up to? Alphonse, bullshit you didn't know. What are you up to?
You interrupted my evening to bring me here, and now
Yes.
you're accusing me of lying to you. Ferris. Okay, yes, I was lying. But I needed to get you here with these people. I needed you... How do I explain this? Your friends are not the people that you believe them to be. And you are in danger living with them.
Alphonse.
And this was my way of trying to show you that you are true trusting, that you do not know these people, and they do not know you like I do, Ferris.
Well, that's probably true. Can she insight check him again? I'm going to see if he really believes this, what he's saying to her. 19.
Seems honest.
Okay, so he genuinely believes this.
Well, here's the thing. As a 19 is a very good insight check.
But not good enough.
I cannot tell you one way, as the DM cannot tell you one way or another if he is actually lying to you. But you as Ferris believe that he is not lying.
Okay, that's fair. Honey. Oh, I appreciate you being concerned about me. I don't feel that way. Is there something that maybe you know, or is it just a gut feeling? What would make you feel that way?
Your friend Miles is dangerous. He's not the man that he says he is. He's dangerous, and I believe that tonight he planned on enacting something very dark, giving in to those dark urges.
She'll laugh because she does not see that at all. Oh, honey, I don't mean to laugh at you. I believe you're being sincere, but I don't know that Miles actually has an evil bone in his body.
Can you call a sickness of the mind evil?
I don't think so.
I tried to get him out of your path once before for your safety, and he ended up involved with a very dark, evil cult. And yet he returned after murdering many people. And I believe that he since then developed even more of a taste for blood.
Oh my God.
He is not the man he says he is. And even if he is, there is darkness within him. Ferris, I only do these things to protect you.
What do you mean you do these things, honey?
Sending him away. Trying to keep you safe. Bringing you here tonight to make sure that you could see once and for all how dangerous he is.
Honey, please tell me you didn't conk the peacock man on the head.
I didn't conk anyone on the head. Your friend did.
Alphonse, I don't believe you. Look, I do believe that you care about me, and I do believe you're trying to keep me safe, but I also believe that you would be up to no good.
Ferris, the only times that I've lied to you were for your protection.
Oh, Alphonse, what would you have me do?
I would have you keep your eyes open and do not believe everything that he tells you. I would have you protect yourself from these people that you call your friends. I would have you believe me and listen to me for your own safety so that in the coming days, you do not get hurt.
Alphonse, I'll promise you from the bottom of my heart, I'll be very careful about what I believe.
You can make one more insight check into Alpha.
I said that like that.
One more insight check into Alpha.
A 9.
With your insight, you genuinely believe that he cares about you and that he wants to protect you. Other than that, you can't tell if he's lying to you or not.
Alphonse, I'm just so confused. I don't know what to think, but I do know this. And she'll put her hands and cradle his cheeks, facial cheeks. She'll cradle his cheeks and say, I believe you care about me, and I hope you know that I care about you. And if you're giving me a warning that you can truly and sincerely believe is for my best interest, I'll believe you.
Ferris, you are quite possibly the only one I care about. And then he's gonna kiss you.
She's gonna kiss him.